So let's try and figure out exactly what's going to happen next in this particular row. We are being joined by Mr. Kumaraswamy himself from Bangalore, also Rajiv Pratap Rudy joining us. Mr. Kumaraswamy, let me first start with you. The remarks that were made by Mr. Deve Gowda are certainly not parliamentary language by any stretch of imagination. Why can't he just come out and say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made the remarks that I made?
Tell you what, yesterday's former Prime Minister reaction, all the media friends are discussing. Yesterday itself, in the evening, he himself regretted for that. Even after that, these BJP friends creating unnecessary confusion on the public. You are discussing about the words which he used. But I ask you, the BJP leaders, after Yediyurappa become Chief Minister here, what are all the demands, what are all the injustice that nice company people wanted? For all those things, he has given concurrences.
Okay, I'll turn my
creating fraud by misusing government, the fraud which is continuously doing. For that, actually, what kind of remarks you wanted to give? Please tell me.
Okay, fine. We'll come to that particular case, but let's just stay focused on the remarks themselves that were made. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, he says that the BJP friend should, in a sense, move on. Mr. Deve Gowda himself has expressed regret for those remarks. We should let matters lie. Not that the BJP was particularly polite about him. You used some rather strong words about Deve Gowda a little earlier in the day.
Well, I appreciate Mr. Kumaraswamy's viewpoint. That he himself said that his father is under stress, and then in that situation possibly he has spoken that language. Of course, he's an elderly man and he is a former Prime Minister. We understand that he must have regretted his words against the Chief Minister, who is also a colleague in the state of Karnataka. But the point remains, it leaves a very bad taste. And if he is under some stress, Mr. Deve Gowda, because he's not in power, Mr. Kumaraswamy is not in power, all this must be distressing them. But in politics, people stay in power, get out of power. It happens, and when there's in such situation, one should not use words which is not acceptable politically. Fine. After all, he has been the Prime Minister of this country. But now here, if he is not in a right shape, then his son must look after, Mr. Kumaraswamy must look after. And the best would have been if Mr. Deve Gowda would have come out publicly and said, I'm very sorry. We would have all appreciated it, but he has not done so.
Rajiv Pratap Rudy, the sort of comments that you've been making about, let's just set aside his remarks. You've also been the remarks you have made earlier in the day. You know, calling him ill, calling him unwell. Don't you think those remarks are also,
yes,
a bit regrettable?
Yes,
Why don't you express regret for those remarks?
Yes.
Or you seem to be repeating them right now.
Yes, what I have said is, we understand that he possibly, because it was Mr. Kumaraswamy who said that he is under stress. So if he is under stress, he can be under stress.
Mr. Kumaraswamy wants to say something to you. Mr. Kumaraswamy,
I'm not arguing with him. But
okay, let's just hear Mr. Kumaraswamy now. Let's just hear Mr. Kumaraswamy.
I'm not going to argue with Mr. Kumaraswamy.
Yeah, let's just hear Mr. Kumaraswamy. Mr. Kumaraswamy, what were you saying?
Actually, even Deve Gowda is not in a good health condition. For the sake of farmers, to protect the farmers' interest, from last 3 days he is on the street. What this Chief Minister is doing from last 3 days? After Yediyurappa became Chief Minister, he has taken several decisions. What the framework agreement, ultimately Supreme Court has given the judgment.
Okay.
Even sidelining all the framework agreement decision, they have taken a lot of decisions. If BJP leaders, they are so much concerned about this country, so much about this parliamentary vote system, then power sharing issue, I ask our BJP friends, when he was Prime Minister, when Congress party has decided to withdraw the support, at that time Vajpayee, he sent a message to support the Deve Gowda's government. Right. He has not bothered about his power thing.
Tuba.com